what's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's NFL Report with your boy Cowboy Nation. And in the true spirit of Labor Day, I'm working to entertain you guys. And one thing that was entertaining was this opening weekend of college football. This has got to be one of the best opening weekend of college football I've seen in a long time. And I was ready to pick Clemson until I saw Alabama. Man, I think that tide is still rolling. Don't get it twisted. That USC team they beat was a very talented team, and so I don't know. I got them and Clemson gonna be very interesting. But speaking of college football, we got a new segment here on NFL Reports called the Crying Jordan Awards, and these teams get a Crying Jordan Award this week. We got in Mississippi State losing to Southern Alabama. We got LSU losing to Wisconsin. We got Oklahoma losing to Houston, and we got Notre Dame losing to Texas. And last but not least, we got me picking Minnesota to win the NFC North, and days later, Teddy B blows his knee out. So, this is for you guys. On to the NFL. And last week, we did division winners for the NFC. This week, we'll do division winners for the AFC, starting with the AFC East. Patriots. That's it. I feel like nobody in this division is a real threat to the Patriots. And even with Brady missing 4 games, nobody has enough to deal with the pass in this division. I think the Jets may fight for a wild card spot once again, but as far as the division, the Patriots. So next we have the AFC West, and this is the division to watch in the AFC this year. I have absolutely no clue who's going to win this division. But if you force me to take one, I'm going to take the Chiefs. But you can make a case for every team in this division except the Chargers. The Chargers will not win this division. Next, we have the AFC North. I'm taking Cincinnati in this division simply because I think Pittsburgh offense is, they have to take a step back with Martavis Bryant being out the whole year. They have to. Martavis Bryant is a monster. He's a monster, man. You cannot overlook losing a player of his caliber. And Sammy Coates is no Martavis Bryant by any stretch of the imagination. Any stretch of the imagination. Now, I also believe that Baltimore will have something to say about this division with them being healthy this year. But let me say this. With what's going on in the AFC West, we may very well see a 9 or 10 win team miss the playoffs in the AFC, because I think between Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Baltimore, then the 3 teams over in the AFC West, all those teams can't get in. So I honestly believe you'll see a 9 or 10 win team miss the playoffs due to the North and the West being so competitive. And next we have the AFC South, the most uneventful division in football. But with that being said, I'm taking the Jags because I have zero faith in the Colts or Brock Osweiler. But I do have my eye on the Tennessee Titans. And then this week's film breakdown, I will show you the key to the Titans still in the division from the Jags. All right, so we all know Tennessee's going to run the ball with the exotic smash mouth. And the exotic smash mouth has looked very good thus far in the preseason. And basically, you got 2 guys hammering up the middle, right? So with that being said, I'm going to run this play in regular motion.
To get to the outside easily, and the play fake took the defensive line. So
this is the key to Tennessee making a serious run at this division. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Basically, it's gonna come down to Mariota, and I'm gonna run it in slow motion. So you see the hole, and you see, watch. This is Luke Kuechly. This is the smartest linebacker in the NFL. So this play fake basically watched the whole defense this way. And if you can fool this guy, you can pretty much fool anybody with it. So, and you see Murray with the good pickup on the DN. So this is very similar to the play I broke down with Dak Prescott week 1. You get the defense running one way, you move your quarterback, you move your pocket, you take pressure away, you eliminate a lot of things. Pressure, reads, a lot of things by doing this. So now, one thing that bothered me about this, you're going to see Mariota throw this ball on the run. Right? So this is a little bit of room. And for some of you saying there's a lot of room, there's not a lot of room in this league. You did the D lineman running 4.5, 4.6, so they'll make this up in second and a half, 2 seconds. So, but he can get his feet set, throw this ball to make this a more accurate throw. And let me show you what I mean by that. Now you're gonna see Harry Douglas stretch out for this ball. Right? Now look at the separation. This is like 3 steps. He shouldn't have to stretch out for this ball. But you got this much separation on the corner. I mean, you pretty much destroyed him. And he should have been able to drop this ball. He should have hit this guy in stride. And that's the difference between throwing on a run and getting your feet set to make a throw. You make this guy's job a lot easier. Now this could have easily been dropped. Let me run it forward. You will see he just did get 2 feet in. 1. And see, he had the toe tap, but I mean, he barely got 2 feet in. Whereas if you hit him in stride, he catches the ball, get maybe 3 or 4 feet in. Like this. So, and that's when I say about Mariota, that's the key. I think he still is relying on athletic ability versus refining his technique. And when he starts to refine his technique, if they can keep what they have in place with this defense and this run game, if he can start to refine his technique and start relying more on his technique than athletic ability, I think these guys will make a lot of noise in this division. All right, that's all I got for this week, man. If you want your team to be featured in next week's film breakdown, shoot me a comment in the comment section. The team that is mentioned the most will get next week's film breakdown. Now, I must warn you, if no one responds, I would do the Cowboys by default. also, with it being Labor Day, you know, you got that grill fired up. You think you're pretty good on the grill. You think you're a grill master. I say let your boy be the judge of that. Shoot me an invite in the inbox. I would gladly come through and eat some of your barbecue. Just holler at your dude. Cool? Cool. All right, man, that's it for me. Until next week when the games count. You see your boy in traffic, holler at me. And I'm finna rock out. Hey, that's it for me, baby. Don't be good, be great.